So this happened in hip-hop history right here, and it still kind of puzzles me. KRS-One took an L to Nelly in a battle. And how did this happen? I'm going to tell y'all how it happened. First of all, KRS-One, he tried to pull a LL and purposely take what Nelly said out of context so he could use it as a battle to get his name back out there. That's what LL did with Cannabis. Because if you really look back, Cannabis wouldn't have nothing to gain out of dissing LL. When he said, I want to ball that mic off your arm, that was complimentary. But LL took it like personal, so it created within a battle dialect within the song itself. And he saw what that battle did for LL. It brought him back out there. So he figured the same thing when Nelly dropped number one. That wasn't the KRS-One, because the number one song, the KRS-One, came out like 15 years prior. That wasn't really technically a smash record. It was more like a street record. So Nelly was basically talking about people that was throwing shots at him within the underground. He wasn't really talking about the legendary guys like Rakim and LL and those of that caliber. But see, KRS, he figured, hey, I had a song called Still Number One. I'm gonna take it like he was taking shots at me to get the masses behind me. And if you listen to his record Sneak Attack, he was dissing Nelly on that too. So how did this happen from there? Nelly said something back on the Rock the Mic remix. KRS had another diss record, and he had one of the hardest diss records over here, which was a dope record, I might add. He had the bars. He had the hot beat. That beat was sick. But you know what really turned the battle upside down for KRS? When he mentioned boycotting Nelly's album when it dropped. And that wasn't going to happen because Nelly was one of the biggest stars in the planet. He was up there next to Ja Rule and Eminem in terms of popularity. He was going to sell his units regardless. So now it went from bars, because let's be real, Nelly can't see KRS when it comes to the bars. It went from bars into sales debate now. It turned into a sales issue now. And KRS was going to lose this one here because Nelly was one of the biggest stars in the world. So when Nellyville dropped, it smashed everything. He smashed everything. Even the Rock the Mic remix, that was heard everywhere now. So if he was going to drop a diss record, now it was heard all over the world. Even in the clubs. So KRS misfired with the boycotting issue because nobody was going to boycott that. Nelly had the hood. Nelly had the women. Nelly had the pop crowd. It was a hip-hop institute going against a corporate giant that was backing him. He was bound to lose. And he had to take that L. He had to take that L right there. Because at the end of the day, Nelly wouldn't have enough of the gain out of dissing KRS. He said even in one of the interviews, the ones I was really listening to was Rakim and LL and Big Daddy Kane. I wasn't really listening to him like that. So that's all that was. He basically wanted to pull the LL. He wanted to purposely take Nelly's number one joint out of context and create a battle within itself so he could bring him back into the game. And it didn't really work because then he dropped his mixtape and it didn't do too well. So it was a misfire on KRS's behalf. Had he kept the sales issue out of it, he would have won the battle, no question. If he would have kept it strictly bars, just like Pusha T did with Drake, kept it strictly bars, kept it strictly personal. But if you involve the sales, you're going to lose. That's just how it is. So this is King Eric the Great signing out. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button for me. I'm trying to get these subscribers up. Holla at your boy.